in! Hi, everybody!
Hello.
We're live. Happy Monday. It's the Dungeon Cooldown. It's me, MPB, with Adam Slee and Surena Marie.
Hey!
Okay.
Adam Slee?
Sure, we can go with that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, dear.
That's right.
That's right. Hey.
Happy Monday.
We're cool. We make things happen. Improvising. Thank you, I am Raven Queen. We love you, folks. I'm seeing you all in chat. Orbital Pluto. It is Angel Devilson's birthday, everybody. Wish her a happy birthday. We're so grateful that you're in our community. You do such an amazing job. We appreciate you, Angel. Thank you, and happy birthday. Yay, so welcome to the Dungeon Cooldown. This is our companion show to the Dungeon Run. If you go to patreon.com/thedungeonrun, you can get the VODs of all of these, and yeah, we've got to level up today. We've got a lot of questions from y'all, and we've still got to wrap our heads around. I still need to rewatch the second half of last episode where Ron just blew our minds again and again and again and again.
He just won't give us a break to get acclimated to life until he's like, hey, by the way, guys, this. I'm like, wait, what?
All of the things.
Yeah.
Also, you're talking to
Not just a god.
Yeah, the god of all the gods.
Right.
Like the creator.
The pre-god.
The progenitor god.
Sure.
Like,
That
is that
sounds
what
cool.
that is?
That's a good word.
I'll
Yeah,
put that on a
progenitor.
t-shirt. Why not?
But like, what timelines? You know, there's so many of them.
There's a lot. It's very complicated. I don't know. I mean, let's start with questions, because I think if we start diving right into that deep
I feel
end,
like it's staring into a void.
we're just gonna be like,
yeah.
We're gonna be allowed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But we've got some wonderful questions from our patrons. Thank you. And if you want to throw some questions in chat, folks, be our guests as always. But I love this one from Tapartos for you, Adam, specifically.
Oh.
Now that the Cristobal verse has somewhat stabilized through the Cristobal verse.
I just love the idea that this is all centered around Cristobal, because he would love that.
He would love that.
The
He'd be
only other
so
verse
obsessed. He's like, of course it is.
Of course it is.
I mean, but also the autoverse kind of is like a different thing too, because you've got the gauntlet. The autoverse almost has more lore to it. I don't know. I think we each have our own verse at this point.
I love that.
It's true. Yeah, you and like Astral Dragon, like your lineage.
Yeah.
What's that?
Super cool.
Hey everybody, be your own verse. It's cool.
Be your own verse.
Take
Yeah.
it.
2023, baby.
You are all main characters in your own story.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Create your own verse.
Yeah.
But so yes.
Tapartos,
So now
yes,
that
your question.
now that it's stabilized, the Cristobal verse, what sort of thoughts are going through your mind?
Ooh. Oof.
Sorry.
I mean, that's pretty broad.
I mean, but there's so many. Okay. Paramount for Cristobal is having combated his alternate self and getting his butt kicked. Like, Cristobal was down and out for 90% of that fight. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he would like get up and then he'd be
I
asleep,
got you
and then he'd
beat.
get up. And well, no, of course. But like that idea of he's now encountered in Cristobal's mind, in a lot of respects, a better version of himself. Like a self that if he had applied himself to his studies, if he'd had a different relationship with his parentage,
If he chopped his arm off.
if he wasn't afraid to take the steps that are, in some respect, are necessary. So Cristobal's mind is just spinning with like, okay, Medulon is got to be taken care of, and currently I'm not capable of doing that. So I need to figure out how.
It makes me weirdly glad that of just what Val's dealing with his Echo is you've just gone ahead and trumped it and made it so much worse.
But yeah, I mean, and then that's going to come down to like my mother, because I'm about to go see my mother, who I've never met before, and there's going to be a better version of me who's going to meet her first.
So you keep saying that better version.
I know. I know that.
But like in game, the astral heckin' dragon said that you were the better version.
He did.
What does that mean? I don't know.
But
how do you feel?
But better in what way? Like better in I mean, you can't
better
argue
person.
the fact that, well, yeah, a better person.
Yeah.
Sure, he's a better, but I also know.
You're the only hope for
Right.
the Cristobal universe.
Right, and I'm looking at the other Cristobal and I'm like, but that Cristobal knows
I mean, he's
more.
a badass.
He's a
And he's
badass.
hot.
Exactly. He's got like tattoos.
He's got tattoos.
He dances. I mean, you dance
He does
too.
have old man energy, but like
I
maybe
know
it's like rich daddy energy. It's fine. Is this child friendly? I don't know. It's fine.
And here's the other problem. I know when we finally get into a final combat that Rhea and Otto and Coco are not going to be involved in a fight. They're just going to be too taken up by how amazing Medjalon looks.
Otto,
because
not.
all three
Not
of
true.
you've all
that was Surena. That was
Oh, that was
Surena.
Surena. Okay, fine. Otto will be in the fight.
Otto
But
hates him and wants him dead.
That's very true.
So dead.
But Rhea is not going to be like trying to heal somebody, and then like Medjalon will dance by, and she'll be like,
If memory serves, Rhea was the first one who said at the end of know Rhea's attractions aside.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We all want him
she
dead.
was the most gung ho about we gotta go.
Right.
Oh, because
I
he
forgot about
knows
that.
someone
Right,
from
I forgot
her
about
past.
that. That's my fault. Yep,
So
yep,
it's just shallow, I guess, is what we're saying. We're
Right.
like, oh, you're so hot, but we're gonna murder you.
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna make a beautiful corpse. You're gonna James Dean this.
We all
And
contain
then-
multitudes, you know. I mean-
the universe is inside of us, and we're all stardust.
and then we're
Like-
gonna kill you.
So to summarize the Bartos, Cristobal needs to better himself so he can be the person that everyone needs him to be. That's his goal. That's his mindset right now.
I love that. I mean, I think it's it depends on what you view as bettering yourself, I think, right?
Exactly. And that's what's going to be the fun journey we're all going to go on together.
I love that. Chaos. You're going to break bad. Like, you've almost broken bad so many times, which that's why I also think it's so fascinating that you are sort of like the cusp character that could have gone to Fetid Born or ambiguously here born that we are now.
Kyle. We're Kyle.
We're Kyle. Kyle born.
If you haven't watched the last short rest that we did after the last episode, the team is now called Kyle.
We're Kyle.
Not canon
not
yet.
Born. Yeah, we're not born of. We're just Kyle.
Just Kyle.
It's an acronym for who
Just
knows
Kyle.
what.
We'll figure it out what it means. We'll figure it out later. No, it's a secret. That's what it is. Yeah, Kyle.
Oh, it's a secret. We absolutely all know, and it's the same
totally
thing.
know.
I think there
That
were.
we're all thinking.
I was gonna say, I think there were some suggestions on the Discord about what Kyle should stand for, or maybe it was on Patreon. I don't know, but it was already immediately embraced by the watchers, which I love.
Nice.
So now it's the irony of where we're going. We're going back to Mechas. We're going where if you'd asked Val for, I want to say, the first 20 episodes of this story, he would have said, he just wants to go home.
Yeah.
And now that's where we're going. And
well, can I just say
I'm
when Ron was like, so where are you guys going? And everybody was talking about going to the lake. And then someone brought up the fact that, like, I don't know, are we really equipped to do that? I'm like, Val's hometown is right next door to the lake.
Oh,
We should all go to Val's hometown.
that was inspired because I was like, I don't know if I want to go all like to the lake immediately and then get ourselves handed. Like, we're so tired.
we're so
But we
tired.
also get to meet like all of like Val's like I want to meet your fiance.
Oh, I want to meet your
bad.
fiance,
She's
and I want to be
my
like,
ex.
okay, yeah, even better. I want to be like, why?
You know
He's a
why?
catch. I don't care. I don't
that's
care.
nice.
I
So
want
this
her
is
to
Get them
say
back
it.
together. We have to get them back together.
I want a parent trap. Can we parent trap?
Building a bear trap.
Oh
Chris
no.
Ball Otto looks so much alike. It would totally work.
That's Parent Trap, Val and Strix. Yes, Strix, the ASMR ex-fiance of Val's.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
Good.
Love it.
it really is that, it's like a hometown thing of, I mean, for all of those of us who moved away from where we grew up, you occasionally head back in that. Have you ever like been like an hour away and decided not to go back? That's kind of maybe what Val was hoping for a minute. It was like, we'll just be on the other side of the lake. We don't need to go home, do we? Do we? Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God. So much has changed.
Yeah. What are you most worried about, Morgan?
Yeah.
I'm worried of a few things. I'm obviously worried of my family being so close to Medulon and its sort of collateral damage. Certainly, probably the number one worry. I'm worried about my new friends learning how other people view Val and wondering why, and you know, like Val's sister in my session 0 was rough. It was like, you know, his mom is kind of losing it, and his sister is being forced to run the business and feels very abandoned by everybody else. And so it was very much kind of like, oh, you're back now, I got to deal with you now, was kind of the energy. Now I'm hoping that can be adjusted somewhat by how we're coming back, and like, you know, and Val's very self-aware now, I think, about like what he's here to do and what he can really help with. But I don't know, man, it's tricky. It's a lot.
Surena, can I ask you, because we had the option to go to where you're from, to go back to, you know,
Allentown.
You didn't fight for that very hard.
So there are two reasons. One, I asked the Astral Dragon, is Uncle Jub Jub okay? And the answer was yes.
That's right, you did. I forgot about that moment.
That was like the first thing I asked the Astral Dragon, because I was like, I need to know. But also, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm in trouble there. Maybe I'm in trouble there a little bit, and or will be. And there's other things that are more important.
All right. You don't have to give anything away.
I get it.
Anything away.
Campaign 1, everyone was super excited to go back to my character's hometown, and I had told none of them that I was wanted for murder there.
No,
and there's a hilarious scene where I am very subtly trying to talk them out of it. And I was like, we don't need to, though. I mean, we could go. I feel in my very logical Morgan way, I was trying to redirect. I was like, I really don't want to do that.
I mean, in full, when it happens, because like if it's, you know, the campaign where we're gonna go visit in each chapter everybody's place, so if and when we go underground and have an underground arc, which is very cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I was actually allowed to tell you guys stuff. I just did. So
right,
you know.
That's a good point.
I mean, I think we're pretty chill on that. Well, Coco might, but I was trying to think of like, I don't think any of us are gonna blurt that we know things that we shouldn't necessarily.
No.
Coco will definitely blurt.
Might. But Rhea, Cristobal, and Val we're pretty tight-lipped if we need to be.
It's not even that. It's that I told you guys.
Right.
Okay.
Me. So will I be on trial? I don't know.
Oh, God.
You guys are fine.
Of Octavius Boxcutter. In fact, that leads me to Taparto's question for you, Surena. Dirt, and even more dirt is finally about to be under Otto's feet.
I can't wait.
How much time do you think Otto will spend underground as soon as you are back on solid ground?
Oh, okay. So, this is like a weird tangent, but come with me, if you will. So I have a puppy, and
little Maple.
she's very cute. Her name is Maple, and she is obsessed with grass now. It was a thing that she was afraid of, but now she fully like goes into a yard and she just like rubs her whole like underside, and she starts eating it and like throwing her. She just loves it so much, and I feel like that's gonna be Otto. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, like, because it smells like stuff, you know. It's not like a sterile thing. And honestly, if I can Ooh, that's so fun too, because we're gonna be in a city.
I just love the idea that we're gonna walk in and be like, okay, remember everyone, status is very important.
Oh.
No.
Everyone's like,
Exactly.
I'm just underground now. I'll follow you guys down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but also like underground in a city isn't dirt, it's sewer. And I don't know how Otto's gonna feel about that.
True.
Like being like, no, there's a whole other thing. It's not just dirt.
I mean, it may not be a sewer system where we're going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if memory serves, Lunaris is not like New York City.
I was thinking New York City in my brain, actually.
It's a little agricultural because I mean,
Okay.
yeah, or at least it's agricultural adjacent. So there's some of that. Ron would know better than I off the top of my head. But yeah, it's kind of a question to be like, you know, how urban it is. It's definitely kind of urban, but there's estates. Like my family's house is on a good plot of land. So
and plot of land like farm.
Kind of.
Wait, no.
Yeah, there is a. I mean, this isn't. I don't think it's a secret. There is a like a silo literally on the grounds where the grain was stored, and it was kind of like restored and kept for a long time. But it might have been destroyed in the storm that took Val away. It definitely kind of felt like that.
And that's another thing that makes me not want to go back to down the Below's times, because the storm.
The Below times.
The Below times.
Yes.
I don't know what the storm did. And
Same.
again, I just feel very in trouble. I just feel like very similar to you, Val, where I'm like, I don't know how people feel about me.
Strix was in the storm. She was literally right next to him.
Sure.
And so I don't know.
Oh, so you think that she like Wizard of Oz? Like is
I
she maybe somewhere else?
I have low-key been terrified the entire journey that we're going to round a corner and she's there.
Nice.
She might be.
She might be.
She might be.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's a very valid fear. You should be so scared of that.
Thank you. Or she thinks I'm dead, and then maybe that'll soften the reunion a little bit. I don't know.
What were you gonna say about Medullan, Adam?
Oh, Medullan burned down my entire court. Like he literally lit fire to my entire court. So
he was in your backstory?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was that was he was
Remember?
mid-duel with Medullan.
That's when I came here.
Medullan's been around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember when
Cristobal was dueling with Medullan when he got whisked into the mirror.
Like, I didn't make that connection.
Right. That dude's been bad. He's been after you for a while.
He has. He burned down my court. He stole my father's body. Like, we're not good. You know what I mean?
No, not good.
Not cool.
Not good.
Not cool,
Not
bro.
cool.
The stuff about your, correct me if I'm wrong, the stuff about your mom, though, was all new to us. We
including you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think we even knew that your mom was never in the picture.
No, I mean,
I think I did, because you
I don't remember
for whatever reason did not connect Medullan, but I connected something about you saying talking about your mom, or like it was sort of like I don't know her.
Yeah, I mean,
sentence.
It's interesting because I purposely have made Cristobal to not really have any secrets. Like he doesn't. He's very like what you see is what you get. He collects other people's secrets to one day use against them. But he so it's like so if the mother thing, like when Ron and Jared and I were first talking, and they're like, so your father's your main contact, where's your mother? And I'm like, I don't know. I think that's interesting. I think it's interesting if my mother is not there. If I asked my father about it a number of times, and he just won't tell me. And I'm like, that's really fun. Have fun with it. Go ahead, Ron. And then so Ron was like, and of course, Ron took full advantage of that, and destroyed my psyche mid-battle. So
that is that.
Sure,
that's true. That I mean, like I grew up. My parents divorced when I was 1.5. And it was never weird. It was just never. It was never weird to me. I just never knew any different. And so people were like, "Are you sad that your mom and dad are together?" I'm like, I have no memories of them together ever. So no. I mean, it's just been my life. Yeah.
So
It's just been kind of one of those things. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but I love that too. That it's like there are parts of your backstory that like I don't know what that is. That's a gift to you, Dungeon Master. Have fun with it.
Exactly, play with it. I can't wait for you to blow that out so we can really delve into it.
Right. Yeah. Fascinating. To Pardo's question for me is a little. We answered it a little bit. Was what's on Val's brain right now, and who is Val most and least looking forward to seeing when and if he gets home.
Fiance.
I think most looking forward to is his family, is his sister and brother and mother.
Fair.
He wants to know that Strix is okay. I don't think he's looking forward to seeing her. He was trying. It's very funny. In my session 0, I was trying to avoid her because it was like she knew I was in town immediately upon my arrival, and I was like, no way. I was like, nope, not doing that. And then literally she was outside and then I think Ron and Jared will remember. I think she literally like Misty stepped into my living room, and it's literally like, come on, are you kidding me? I do not want to deal with this right now.
I mean, I kind of love her. Like, what a power move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? That's just like, no, we're talking.
She's no BS. Yeah, for sure. But she was engaged to somebody. That was one of the things she was telling me. She's like, she's engaged to somebody else. I haven't.
We're gonna have to break that up.
Val left. Val straight up left. Val was told the engagement is off, and then he left 2 days later, and that was 3 years ago. And they haven't spoken.
Yeah. Time heals most wounds.
Doesn't.
I can't wait to see you all as matchmakers.
Oh my god, you don't
this
even
party
know.
as matchmakers. Ray is gonna turn herself into like some hot tiefling that she's like, I'm his new girl, you know, or something like, and let's make Strix jealous, you know.
Nice.
And here, like Owlin, they date, but they like marry for life. So like this is that's I think that they're like monogamous birds. I think owls are
like penguins.
I think so.
Cute.
I should relook at that because that might impact how I handle Rhea. But
that would be amazing.
Oh, boy.
Now you're officially courting Rhea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I'm not yet. We're just talking. But
Fourth and back had a really interesting question about Otto with that, actually, so that leads me to this. I don't think we've heard you talk about how you and Ron came to the decision to age up Otto when Otto returned from the Gauntlet. Was that all your idea, or was that something that you and Ron spoke about?
It was me, me, baby.
I thought it was. I was like, I think you just did it. It was something you just decided.
Yeah. Well, so part of it, so as how my brain is, half of it is for story reasons. I thought it would be really fascinating to just have him be like more worldly,
sure,
and just like know more stuff. And it baby Batman,
baby Batman, as we've been in.
But on like the meta like side, as me as a player, I was like, he is a little too young for this group. Like he like the voice that I was using, because in my mind he was just small. Like he wasn't a baby. He was just small. But
and I apologize if I played up that you're a child. Like a little
no, it's perfect. It's all good because he's like in that fun age anyway. Of like he's 17 in human years.
Right.
So like that's like, are you a child? Are you an adult? Are you like, what is that? But I just wanted to do a different voice thing as an actor. I thought it would just,
I love it.
I wanted something else.
Yeah. That was and you found a really cool way to validate it with the gauntlet and everything like that. And we talk about that all the time, right? Where it's like the character that you come up with always adjusts through the table, and always, you know, the role you play is never the role you expect to play.
Exactly.
I mean, Cristobal, when you started, has already come so far, you know, like, yeah.
I expected to come in and be joke, and then
and you were.
yeah, but then like 3 episodes later, they took my eye.
I was like,
like, all right, but I guess I can't really
Yes.
be joke anymore.
Yes. Okay, Chafrikas has an update. Okay, you saw it.
Yes, I did.
Owl Wiki says burrowing owls are usually monogamous, but occasionally a male will have 2 mates.
Good to know.
Whoa.
Good to know.
Saucy.
I am a male owl.
Whoa.
Saucy. Oh, are we gonna go back to your hometown and you're gonna have a wife already, and then Rhea comes in
What?
and it's like, oh, that would be amazing.
Hot.
Yeah. I might have a crush back home.
Aww.
Nice.
Aww. Dungeon Speedrun says Val is totally wanted for questioning regarding Strix's disappearance. Yeah, let's...
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Let's hope not.
Oh, God, by the way, can I just say real quick something that just popped into my head?
Mhm.
So what the Astral Dragon said was, we are going back to the exact moment we left,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Last
We were
exact moment
in
that
a-
we left the fight in the Hanging Gardens.
Right, exactly. Which means there is
Oh.
now no one in the Hanging Gardens to handle Reinhold and
I've thought about that a lot. I feel really bad about
Team
that.
Slithers. So I'm just like, I hope they have a good town guard. Like, I hope, you know what I hope happens? I hope those giants, that feminist giant, comes back and handles
The troll.
Oh,
The
yeah.
feminist
right
troll.
into the troll. Right?
Yes, that's right. Is there
was
somebody
so
we can
ridiculous.
message to help take care of that?
I mean, one of Jess's contacts.
Who can
Ollie?
cast sending? Rhea can cast sending.
Yeah,
But-
I can only
but-
cast message.
Yeah.
But
I mean, maybe to Ollie, but
Oh yeah, maybe Saint
Oh,
has handled
yeah.
that. I don't know.
That's like a really good point because she's a god.
well, that's true.
Saint
Oh, that's
is
Yeah.
right. Saint's over there. So you know, I don't feel as bad now.
They got it.
But I
That's
just,
a
I just
little-
imagine like coming back to the island 3 years later, and we're like, "What happened to this place?"
Everybody's
It's like,
snakes.
yeah.
Everybody is snakes.
Everybody is snakes. You're like, boy, this is different.
It's nice. No,
We're
it's
gonna
nice.
leave.
It's just,
We are back to Mekis.
Not so great. Sorry. Just slowly back out of the party.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think that's our post us more questions if you got them. We got to get into leveling up though, because we got work to do, friends.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean but talking about quickly about ages though, the fact that Otto has on average only 8 more years to live.
I keep thinking about it. That's all I think about. I thought about it yesterday. I told Carlos about it yesterday. That's how much I'm thinking about it.
You're like,
On average,
that was a
so it
mind
could be
blower.
less.
Yeah, yikes.
I just loved your response. That was like, I die young.
Oh my god.
Uh,
That was a fully honest response.
and Coco is 400 years old.
400 and something years, like 20,
Yeah.
425 years or something. Good
And I
for
mean,
her.
for an
Good for her.
elf,
She looks great.
She looks
She
fantastic.
looks great. Angel Deficit
Looks
says 432. Okay,
Thank you,
good.
Angel
Thank
Deficit.
you, Angel.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you knowing that off the top of your head. 432 years old. How do we think Coco knew that?
No, absolutely not. She was surprised as much
She
as we were surprised.
She was. But also,
Yeah.
there's how Coco could be keeping secrets from us, y'all.
Maybe.
So now I think that
I know.
At first,
No,
I, was
I
like,
didn't
oh,
think it for
no.
the longest time.
Yeah, I was like, Coco thinks a thing, Coco says a thing,
Right.
Correct.
But-
That's how it always seemed.
but
But
our
I'm
girlie,
less sure of that now.
yeah. But like, also that's just again, we contain multitudes, and
Right.
I'm fascinated what she decides to like lie about. I'm like,
Right.
oh, what? Like,
And between Otto and Rhea, we have a little bit of like a Twilight romance situation that you're 17 and Rhea is 150 or whatever, however old Rhea is.
yeah.
But Otto has an old soul.
Otto-
Otto's
absolutely.
seen so much in the gauntlet.
Yeah, so much. Tapardo says Coco could be keeping secrets from Carrie.
That's
Also very
That
true.
might
Yeah.
be
Also
true. That
very
very well
true.
might be true. Coco has multiple personalities, and some
I
of
just
them know.
can't wait. I can't wait for that moment when like Ron does a big reveal and we all look to Carrie and she's like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What? It's just another Tuesday for Coco.
but that's the best part of Carrie. Carrie will say yes. She
Yes.
always
Oh,
says yes.
yes.
It's like, here we go. Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
Carrie is the most down for sure. My gosh, yeah. There's still. I feel like there's still. We could literally talk about the second half of last episode forever.
Yeah, we could.
We have a little bit of. Ron has let us know we have a little bit of time at the top of this week to kind of, gather our thoughts a little bit. And then I think he has something fun in mind, and that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, we got a journey. We got a journey, folks. Yep. And I think
this arc has been so good, though. It's been so fun.
A lot of fun.
City of Glass.
Incredible.
Yeah, love it. I'm sad that we're leaving.
I was just saying,
everyone loves Lumbra. Everyone loves Lumbra.
This will actually makes an interesting point that it leads us right into our level up conversation. Is Lumbra kind of left?
Well, Lumbra was forced out by the Astral Dragon.
Right, but was mid-fight with Thasha, right?
Right. So the Astral Dragon kicked them both out.
Yeah.
But so I wonder what that'll mean for your Cristobal's connection to Lumbra, if anything, and if it will, and what it will mean for Rhea's connection to Lumbra. Also will Rhea continue to be a cleric of Lumbra now that she's no longer in the City of Glass?
So here's my question. Because as Alaskan Care 911 says, Rhea is a top secret holder.
We think.
So do we know if she is truly a cleric of Lumbra? Because her magic's different.
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is. I think she's a cleric of someone else.
I think so too. I think so too. But she did have that channel divinity that was very Lumbra based. But was it
Lumbra based?
It felt of Lumbra, I will say. Everything else, all the rest of her magic, I will say, doesn't necessarily feel. It felt very Feywild, which now that we've confirmed that she and Coco are both from the Feywild, it's like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But they're also
going back to her this description of the first time she cast Disguise Self. It was all Feywild energy. I was like, it was gold and greens and glitter, and I was like, that's Feywild. That felt super Fey to me.
But there are also moments throughout the season where, like, I have questioned Rhea about Lumbra, and they have said the wrong answer. But because Adam rolls as well as Adam does, he didn't notice. And I was just like, damn it.
Well, we did a clip of it, but the moment where you're like, is Lumbra your friend? Are you best friends with Lumbra? And what did she say? She said, host.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly. And I think that's what that relationship was.
Yeah, totally.
And so my, I don't know anything. So like, it's not a spoiler because I am
we're just
in
guessing.
the dark.
Yeah, same.
We're guessing.
Same.
I believe that her patron or her divinity is either of Feywild or that's something that's similar to her changeling, like duality or like subterfuge or something like that.
Trickster cleric feels very Feywild to me, so I'm leaning the same place.
Well, it's also, if you think about it, like, they are a changeling. There are, as the Astral Dragon said, there are none left. Like, it's
they all live in the Feywilds.
Right. So my point being is they are rare, right? So if they're rare and they have the allegiance, or they're alleged, what's the word?
Aligned,
allied.
Like
that's
very like that would have to be a very specific deity, right? Like, or some sort of higher power would have to be very specific.
Well, that's why with Lumbra, like, Lumbra was kind of worshiping Rhea.
A little bit.
That's weird. I mean, pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, right? Can you imagine rolling up to a place and they just like make little automatons of you because you're so cool?
That's gotta be creepy,
right?
Yeah,
Rhea was constantly dealing with that. Strange. Angel Devilson asked, "What was going through your mind when Rhea revealed her true form?" I mean, Morgan was thinking, dang, Josephine, because it was so gorgeous, and the fact that she had voices and looks, you can see it. She had a notepad that she was like, oh, then I'm going to look like scroll, this one.
Right.
And that scroll took a minute, and you're like, well, how many you got over there?
Incredible. Like, I I think that it's fascinating, like as far as like party dynamics and getting to know someone when there are so many people inside of them or that they can be. And so it's hard to know, like, so I think when she was transforming through all of those, like doing that, Otto was actually low-key terrified. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I think Cristobal is super intrigued because just of from an intellectual point of view, you know, just like you're sitting there going, this is something he's never heard about. He doesn't know anything about it. The Feywild in general is like something he wants to unpack. And now he's got a creature that only exists in the Feywild. So he's going to be super like proddy and be like, so how does this work?
Right. Val's coping mechanism, it's sort of, it connects to how everything has been so overwhelming, dealing with all the gods, dealing with all of this. Val's coping mechanism through the whole thing has been just focus on what I can control and what I can do and keep my eyes.
That's a good way to do it, buddy.
You know, and
you're going to be just fine, my friend.
I know.
That's a healthy way to do it.
And I think Rhea is the same way, where it's just sort of like, wow, there's a lot about you. Are you cool?
Yeah.
You seem cool. And I think we're okay. So I'm going to not judge for now. and we'll deal with it later.
Have to. Until we have to. We just you play along. I mean, you've got to. Otherwise, like the whole story, the whole party grinds to a halt.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you can totally be playing that, like that concern.
Unsure.
Yeah. You can be playing that, but at the same, like if the second you start saying no, it's like that's when we start getting into problems.
I will say when she revealed her actual true form, and I'll just say how I feel and how Otto feels. Because it was such a tender and like almost like timid, like kind form. That's who Otto has a crush on.
Sure.
Like seeing that, I was like, oh, I love her. Oh God. So like whatever happens there, but that was the because at first I was like, no. Okay.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are, Peter. No, not that.
Yeah. Little different.
Little different. Yeah, it's that thing of, I honestly think that's probably, I just realized that's probably how Val and Morgan are the most similar, in that like I can swim up in the cosmos of a million things and get lost, but what really gets me centered is a list. It's like, just give me a list of things to knock out, and I really need it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be up here lost forever. Yeah. It's just what's true, what's real, what can I focus on, you know? And the rest of it is confetti, as they say. My gosh,
lists are so good though. You're very focused, and like this is now me complimenting you, Morgan. Hi. Like I think that I appreciate you. But like you have sort of like a you're a very focused player, and it's really like grounding to play with. Like for me, when I am not a focused player, I mean, I
love you for
it. Monocle.
How have we not talked about the monocle yet? No, sorry. Keep focused. Still on your face. Keep going.
Still on my face. But like sometimes when I'm just improvising really, really fast, I will forget I said something, or I'll contradict myself, or something that was true is now different, and I move forward like a little bulldozer.
Sure.
But like you're so consistent, and I really admire that, and I like want to like osmosis and remember my like little weird facts if I'm throwing them out there.
Right. I think that's probably one of my strengths, is being able, I try to keep things true, even if they're crazy. I try to keep things true, or something at least that feels true.
Somewhat grounded.
Grounded in that regard. That makes me the kind of improviser who saying yes can still be going, what are you talking about? I'm still saying yes to everything, but still kind of going like, I'm in the world with you and I think it's nuts. You know, but sure.
Well, that's what I think, that like we need, like I can't go full.
You can't have you can't have 5 autos at the table.
You can't. You can. But one has to be the alpha auto.
That's right.
But yeah, And
you can't have
Adam,
5
I feel
vowels
you're
at the
a good
table, and you can't have 5 crystal balls at the
Yeah.
table. That's the
I
beauty
think
of
it actually
Ensemble.
can have 5 crystals at the table, and I would love a one shot where
Yeah.
we're all different years. Can we pitch this?
I mean, we have a multiverse.
We timeline.
Ron has created
multiverse.
alternate timelines and multiverses. Oops, all crystal balls.
That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's
Wow. We'll call it Across the Crystal Ball Verse. Oh, that's too good of an idea. All right, we promised we were going to do level up stuff. And so I want to steer us in that direction a little bit. I haven't rolled my hit die. Has anyone else rolled their hit die yet?
No, I'm going to wait to do it with Ron.
All right, I'm going to do it right now.
I have not done hit dice. Oh, it's set to auto to do it. Auto. Okay.
Auto set to auto.
Yeah.
I like to. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it pays off. So I
don't know how to turn that off. The auto.
You go back to the first page on D&D Beyond. You go back to, and then at the bottom it will say hit dice. It'll be fixed or manual, and you switch it to manual.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have to roll 1d6.
Oh, you're taking another level in sorcerer.
I am.
So that's 6 and 2.
6 and 2.
Second level sorcerer, you start to get the meta magic stuff, right?
I have sorcerer points now.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yes.
Cool. All right, I got a 6. That's pretty good. So that gives me 9. With my +3 in con, I now have 9 additional hit points, which puts me. Val now has 78 hit points. No, I'm sorry, 77.
Wow.
77 hit points.
Wow.
Fighter, baby.
Tank. Wow. How many again? I'm sorry.
77.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm at 63.
Pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good for a rogue sorcerer.
Pretty good. Okay.
I'm in the 40s, you guys. Early 40s. Early 40s.
Wizard.
I'm a wizard tinkerer. It's not a robust people.
77.
But that's why I'm also going the route I'm going with my levels. I'm going level 3 artificer with steel defender.
Okay,
So
you
that-
are okay. So wait,
So that I
that's
can take
that's the battlesmith subclass.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
battlesmith. Yep. So that
I love that for you. That's
so that I can
good.
have Gast show up on the battlefield.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gast is gonna be a whole lot more active.
Oh, he's
in
gonna
the
be
party.
so effective.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really
Amazing.
fun.
I love that.
Just sending your tall steel automaton walking around. Awesome. There are Dungeon Speedrun just sent a heart in chat, and he reminds me that in the Patreon D&D game there are 2 artificer battlesmiths. It's
Nice.
Dungeon Speedrun and who's the other one? Is it Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit? I forget. His name is Spark, and he's a Warforged a battlesmith. He's terrific.
Love it.
Love it. But yes, no, it's not Beaker Parr. He's a ranger. I forget who it is. But I'm sorry. There's so many of you, and I love you. I'll look it up. But yeah, amazing.
Val, what about you? What's Val doing?
Yeah, what's Val doing?
So I got some choices. So I'm taking level 8 and fighter, of course. I'm not. I think it is Festive Life Preserver Dungeon Speedrun. I think I'm nuts. I think I'm not. This is. I know you by names, and I now know your real names, and so it's confusing me. But I love you guys. So, I think I'm gonna take a feat. Because I love them feats.
That's because they're so much better.
Yes, it's true. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Better.
Sometimes the right decision is just up in your stuff.
Okay, sure.
I was gonna say I love I mix it because my stealth is 10 plus 10.
Crazy.
We use the skills so much more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It is well, and especially as a spellcaster, getting your spell resistant your spell DC up is super valuable.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think it's interesting because I like to take.
It seems boring. Though.
It seems boring. It seems boring until you keep casting suggestion. Until you keep casting suggestion, and they have to roll an 18 to beat it. It's pretty good. Yeah.
I end up using the feats to take like story-based improvements or story-based. That's why I end up using feats. Yeah, that's all.
Well said. And leading to that, the feat I have most in mind is, and I almost took this with last time we got a feat, is Dragonhide.
Oh, sure. Yeah, makes complete sense.
You manifest scales and claws reminiscent of your draconic ancestors. And you gain the following benefits. I get to increase either my strength, my con, or charisma by 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the big thing. Your scales...
Wait, hold on, wait. Your charisma by 1?
Yeah.
What would,
so you're
how would
like
that be
so
more
hot.
charismatic? Yeah.
No, well, because they get like shiny and so and charisma is not just hotness. Charisma is about like strength of presence, you know.
Oh, that's true. Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Shafrika says a sexy dragon. That's right, Shafrika. Thank you.
You know, Val, I did not before, but now
oh
about those claws.
Val's charisma is only a 10. I mean, I wouldn't mind bumping it up a little. We'll get to that. The other thing,
only have a 10.
10.
But you're so charismatic.
He's kind of a bummer. I took that. I mean, Val's. I've played Val's charisma a bit. I was like, he's kind of got this thing, but he's also hasn't taken great care of himself, and he also he's self-effacing almost to a fault.
I will continually comment on your outfits. Don't worry, Val. That's what Cristobal's for.
I don't think he's very persuasive, and he's not a particularly good liar. So that was what led me at a 10. I was like, it could have been a little higher, but I was like, a 10 felt right. Nice. Okay. But the biggest thing that I like about this is your scales harden. While you aren't wearing armor, you can calculate your AC as 13 plus your dex mod. You can use a shield and still gain this benefit. That means if I take this feat, if I just take off my breastplate armor, my AC is a 17.
Wow. What is it now?
16.
What is it now?
It's actually better without armor. And I really let's just talk about story, and I also just really love the visual of Val taking off his family's armor and just, being swordsman Val not wearing any armor, and it doesn't matter.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great story-wise, because you're going back to your home town where you don't want to deal with all your family drama.
Right.
So you're like, I'm leaving this armor here. You know, maybe no one will notice me.
Oh.
And it's that leaning
Everybody's
into the...
gonna notice.
Everybody. I know.
Especially when you try and hook him up with his fiance.
And it's that leaning into the draconic ancestry thing too, and it's all that.
Awesome.
I love the visual. I love that as the evolution of our characters, right? Like where as the evolution of Val is he's less reliant on the things of the past and all of that. And I love that. I really like that a lot. Eddie will never recognize Val without his armor, says Dungeon Speedrun. Oh, Eddie, the cousin I stabbed that got my wedding canceled. Nice deep cut, Dungeon Speedrun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. And the third thing is I grow retractable claws from the tips of my fingers. Extending or retracting the claws requires no action, and they now deal 1d4 plus my strength slashing damage.
Cristobal is going to make those nails look fantastic. Fantastic.
I can straight Wolverine a guy, basically. Is pretty cool.
They're probably going to be so good for digging. If ever you want to hang out with Otto, I don't know.
Sold. No. So
if you ruin your nails playing in the dirt, I swear to God.
Just going to be getting dirt out from under them forever.
We're bonding.
It's so good. Snicked. So that I think is what I'm going to go with. My other options, the tough feat is always a good decision, because literally
that's what I did.
You did.
You took tough?
Because I was dying of exposure.
Oh,
do you
right.
remember?
Oh wait, no, you took tough, or you took the one that ups your con save.
Oh wait,
I think that's resilient. It's the difference between resilient and tough. They mean the same thing.
Oh. Hold on, let me look. I think you're right. I think it was resilient, actually.
Tough is the one that literally just increases your max HP by a bunch.
Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't take that. No.
Tough, my hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice my level, so that would mean 16 hit points just off the bat. Wait, that isn't right. Oh, no. Oh, if I take tough, I would have 93 hit points.
I mean,
oh my God,
Val,
that's huge.
You're a tank.
You're beefier than Slushy.
I know. It's really good.
I
know.
I think
But-
that
I like Dragonhide for the story
dragon.
reasons.
It should be Dragonhide
Yeah,
for
it should.
sure.
It's technical wise, tough is always a good decision, especially once you get this high up. Like when you take it at 4th level, it's not as good because the initial bonus you only get like 8 new HP. Getting 16 additional hit points right off the bat is like
huge.
that's pretty good. And the other one was mobile, and mobile's another one where it's like it's always a good decision because my speed increases, and when I make a melee attack against a creature, I don't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn, whether I hit them or not.
Sure.
Angel Devison wants to do a poll. I don't know about this one, Angel. I think I'm set. I think I'm set on Dragonhide. I don't want to leave. I did go last time, and you guys chose Mage Slayer, and I've been, even though I've barely used it, I'm very grateful. I do like Mage Slayer, but I'm gonna stick with Dragonhide. And then should I up my Constitution or my Charisma? I'm kind of thinking upping my Charisma.
I mean, listen, you're going to be going home and
Right.
possibly re-falling in love. So charisma
Re-falling in love.
is like a good one to have.
I agree. I mean, it's still only an 11, but it's still pretty. It's better than it was. Yes.
What was the name of? Oh my gosh, help me out, guys. Well, the one there was the really beautiful guy, but he was dumb. Oh, Cyrano. Is it Cyrano de Bergerac?
Cyrano,
Where-
the love interest in Cyrano de Bergerac. I'm blanking on his name, but
You know
yes,
what I'm talking about, though,
Roxanne,
right? Like,
Roxanne, and Cyrano,
Yes.
and
And
then
then
the
guy.
third guy.
Right,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
Otto and Cristobal are going to be your Cyrano. We're just going to be like there at the corner. And be like, why would you say this?
uh,
Pump up!
I can't.
Pump with your talons.
Puff up.
Yeah.
It's Otto's killer move every time. Well, first of all, you're gonna walk into a place, you gotta puff up.
You gotta puff up.
Yeah, look bigger.
Alpha energy. Alpha energy.
Alpha energy. What about you, Adam? What are you thinking?
For
your
the
level up?
upgrade?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely doing.
Oh, wait, that's
Battle-
right, you said
I think we're
Battlesmith.
at
Yeah.
Battlesmith still, but yeah.
Did you
Defender.
roll your D? Oh, you're gonna wait to roll your D8 with Ron.
Yeah, I just because I don't roll well, so I want to be able to be like, "Hey, Ron, what did you get?"
Oh, that's right. Ron does do a fun thing where when you get
Yes.
new HP, yes.
Yeah, you can either so we
Yes.
both roll a die, Ron and the player, and you can either take what you
His.
get,
Yeah.
or you can either keep what you roll, or you can take whatever Ron's roll, but you won't know what Ron rolled
Right.
until unless you take it.
Right.
If that
Which
makes
is
sense. Yeah.
so good. It's so fun.
It's a
Fun.
fun
It's a
one.
lot of fun.
It's a fun
Yeah.
But
little
it
game.
also like I can't tell you I've rolled like a 1 like 3 times now, so I'm just gonna be in the.
You're just gonna
studio
take
whenever
it,
I roll.
whatever it is.
Whatever
Just
it is,
take it.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know.
one, yeah.
Yours, Ron.
Angel Devilson says the name of that character is Christian. Nice call. Good.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well done.
Thank you.
I just
Yeah.
remember Rick Rossovich playing him in the Steve Martin movie.
Steve Martin. Damn.
Roxanne.
Love that man.
It's a great
Love
movie.
that man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
indeed.
Have you seen Roxanne, Serena?
It's a good
No.
one.
See Roxanne. It's very good.
I
Very
haven't
good.
watched it in a long time. I don't know how well it holds up. I remember
It
loving
holds up pretty well. It holds
Okay.
up pretty well. I mean,
Okay,
it's an old Steve Martin comedy, so there's definitely moments when you're like, ooh, but for the most part,
Yeah, pretty good. Not as bad as some. Not as cringy
Yeah.
as some, for sure. And then you said you're taking your second level in Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And you're Wild Magic Sorcerer, we know that. So you just get some
Yes.
more first level spells.
So I don't think so it's from a level 1 to level 2, so I don't know if I get more spells.
Oh, you must.
Do I get
what do you get then?
You must get.
I
you
get
the
sorcerer
metamagic,
points.
right?
Yes.
And you get to pick your metamagic stuff.
I get one more spell, you guys.
There you
Sweet.
go. There you go.
Do you know what
Yeah.
metamagic feats you're gonna use? Like subtle spell for a rogue is pretty
Oh.
great.
So I don't have metamagic yet. That's level 3.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I just have sorcerer points.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I've never played a sorcerer. Can you tell me what sorcerer points? Like, what does that mean?
Oh, so it's essentially a free spell slot.
Right.
Or yeah, so
Yep.
which is
That's right.
great.
Yeah.
You get to convert your sorcery points into spell slots, or you can use them for the metamagic stuff later on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And sorcerers
Yes.
are like, so you can do crazy things with spells that like wizards can't do. Like you can bend fireballs and double cast spells. Quicken spell and subtle spell are so good.
When I cut my arm off, I'll be able to double cast. So just
you keep saying that like ha ha ha, it's a joke. It's okay.
I don't think your friends want you to do that, bro.
What happens, man? What happens?
I don't know your friends. Oh God!
But to be fair, I'm not trying to enable this.
Yeah, please wait. What?
Hold on.
In defense of cutting your arm off.
Have you thought about?
Just a little devil's advocate. It's interesting because you're taking points into artificer,
right?
And so it kind of is, in theory, like, you know, metal arm, metal boy.
Yep.
Maybe you'll have more control of it than Megillon. Because did Megillon do that, or did he just go full dark side magic guy?
But it's also that idea of like I'm really finding a family in like Ghast and Lumbra and like the first. I don't mind telling you guys this. There are, and it's kind of obvious. People of Lumbra want me to use that gauntlet. Like they're interested in that. I don't mind saying that because I think that's kind of evident. But so it's like part of me is like, that makes complete sense to me. And now I've got a cleric of Lumbra, so it's like, we'll see.
Now that we know so much more about the astral dwarves and the obsidian and that, I'd be interested to look at that stuff again.
Yeah.
See what we know, because we were all just kind of like, it's super powerful. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, so much. Yes.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening. I do think I have to rewatch that episode again because
definitely the second half of it.
I didn't. There's so many things I didn't catch, or like understood,
right.
like.
Sure. Right. Yeah, just little moments of like, wait, like I know obviously the big stuff that landed that we talked about, obviously about Rhea, about Coco, about Cristobal, about where we're going. But yeah, I mean, Ron was literally blowing our minds like every 5 minutes, and so
that's just it. Like Ron ends up like really tweaking with us emotionally, so that when he starts laying out all these facts, I'm just like, but mommy,
I'm still stuck on the mom thing.
Yeah,
Hold
8
up.
years.
Hold up.
Yeah. We slow down.
Please, Astral Dragon. Please slow down. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. By the way, I will say that someone pointed out that the name of the Astral Dragon is very similar to Nonezeron, the Chrono Dragon from Campaign 1. That is not an accident, friends. This is the amount of time and dragons who control the elements beyond just fire and ice seems to be flowing throughout all of our dungeon run stories. So Ron is definitely pulling from some stuff there, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. The biggest baddest dragon that we ended up having to fight, we didn't want to, that we had to fight in Campaign 1 was Nonezeron, who was a chrono dragon. Yeah. And nasty.
Why'd you guys fight?
It was so sad. God, it was so sad. It was literally like a destiny. The destiny is this thing has to die for the future to go forward, and it was trying. And it was trying to kill us. And
yeah.
Well, I mean, then there you go.
It was heartbreaking. It was absolutely where it was like no. It was literally one of those fights. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like we can keep going forever. But we're back on Wednesday, everybody's. And so we will see you Wednesday night for a fun time. Go back and rewatch the second half of the last episode with us, because we need to make sure we take notes. But thank you for helping us level up. I'm sorry that I didn't take it to a survey this time, but you'll be happy about the dragon hide. I trust you. It'll be cool, trust me. Sweet. Anything else I'm forgetting? I don't think so. We'll talk about it. I said it on the Discord. We were heartbroken to hear the Dogmite has had to shut down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was totally random.
It happened so fast. I found out the same time everybody else did.
I was searching their website because I wanted to learn more about their dice boxes, and it was just like, sorry. I'm like, wow.
It happened very fast, and I've only been in the briefest of contact with them but I certainly hope everybody lands on their feet and that everything's okay. We're extremely grateful for the amazing work that they've done for us. But yeah, if you do have any orders outstanding with them, I would try to get in contact because they have had to shut their doors. Dogmite has had to shut down, our wood sponsor, which is wonderful. But they, purveyors of some of the most gorgeous custom wood products for D&D accessories. Yeah. But that is all for this week, my friends. We have so much cool stuff ahead. Anything to plug? Anything going on with you guys? Oh, you're going to Gen Con next week, Surena.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to be in 6 shows at Gen Con.
Oh, wow.
5 of which are with the Celebrity Side Quest crew.
Amazing.
So you can find that on the site. And one is going to be an Oops All Kobolds, All Bards.
Oh my God.
Adventure. I think we're all kobolds and we're all bards.
Amazing.
And it's like Coachella, but Koboldchella.
Nice.
Coachella. Sure.
Is it going to be a hologram of Tupac-chella?
Kanye Kobold West? Yeah.
Kobold.
Incredible. Oh, and we haven't announced this yet, but I'll say this right now, is because of the Gen Con schedule, our show, not this week, next week, we're going to do Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night next week. So we will see you on August 1st instead of 2nd next week. We will re-announce this again on Wednesday, but you here on the Cooldown get to hear that first. Love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you Wednesday night, friends.
Bye, kids.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Humankind. Bebo.
Bebo.
Bye.